Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You won't believe this one. You ready? Hope you are. Alright, Mississippi lawmakers pass bill letting churches appoint unaccountable soldiers of God as their armed security. Now, I've heard several things about this. One of them, and this is what I've heard, not the story that I'm going to bring you. One of them is that these guys have authority on the premises, and I've heard up to about a mile or two off premises. And this bill is by Jackson Clarion Ledger, House Bill 786 in the Mississippi legislature. And what it would do is it would do a lot of things. It would also block state officials from enforcing federal legislation or regulations, executive orders that conflict with state constitutions. And also had a clause in there to basically allow the churches security to basically protect them against all harm and give them basically no accountability. Senator Son Tyndall, who backed this measure, cited the mass shooting inside the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina in June, basically as an inspiration behind allowing churches to designate sergeant at arms and offer legal protection for performing in the capacity. And basically this is backed up by the Mississippi Church Protection Act bill passed with 36-14 vote, but not without strident objection from Senator Hillman Frazier, Democrat. Basically saying he was strongly opposed to this, basically saying it was going to lead to the Crusades. The bill also denounced by Secular Coalition for America, which called the worst bill in U.S. history. And legislation basically wrote that the soldiers of God are above the law, allowing them to act as judge, jury, and executioner coalition, with Executive Director Larry T. Decker in a statement, religious institutions are already exempt from taxation, financial transparency, and many civil laws. The Mississippi Church Protection Act would constitute unprecedented and dangerous next step. Belonging to a church should not afford anyone the same rights and protection as law enforcement. I disagree, but I think more people need to be doing that rather than churches. I have my reasons, folks. I have a reason why that should be definitely on the other side of on the opposite angle. So here it is right here. Mississippi Church Protection Act would constitute an unprecedented and dangerous next step. Basically to try him as judge, jury, and executioner for the soldiers of God. Amen. By the friendly atheist. Oh. See, if I get a job like that, I'd be going to church more often. You have committed sin. But that was the high priest. I'm sure we'll find something on him later. And if someone goes, you're only supposed to shoot the people on the outside, not the people inside the church. Oh, well, I'm sure he was doing something shady. So, this is just a fiasco, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute fiasco. But I imagine once one state has done this, which they have in Mississippi, that this will definitely be coming to a state near you, folks, and a church near you. Can you imagine this shit? I can imagine it in my situation. Unaccountable Soldiers of God by Mississippi legislatures, judge, jury, and executioners. That's nice. Little Timmy's getting pissed off because you got to sit through a 5-hour frickin' sermon. The security guard goes up to Timmy. Timmy, why don't you come outside and play with me? Next thing you know, no more Timmy. But Timmy didn't take his ADHD medicine. That's okay. He's with the Lord now. He doesn't need ADHD meds now. Gentlemen, that's just one of the many, many things. I mean, can you imagine how the churches are going to abuse this? I mean, how they've already abused their powers, but now we're given in Mississippi of no other states. These armed security guards would no doubt be power hungry as shit, especially when they can formally get away with some of this shit. I mean, that means they'll be doing internal investigations, they'll be finding out people who are doing shady shit. I'm not saying it's going to happen right away, but I'm just saying it's in the works. I say limit the churches, limit the governments, limit any organization that's run for or against the banks, and limit the banks, bring it all down, start anew. Simple transactions, simple technologies, keep all the research going, and everything else.